Well, we're slowly trudging through this thing, and yes, we finally hit the 3 hour mark. Voila. So let me start off with two concessions. I already said this, but there were editing errors with the sling ring. That's definitely a real issue. So that's inconsistent. I would say that it's a big plot hole, perhaps a massive plot hole with Strange drinking the tea from Mordo. That definitely didn't feel right. Even in the theaters, I'm like, why would you be crazy enough to just take the tea? You don't know this guy. And America explicitly told you, these universes, they don't work the same. They may have weird alterations, but yet you took the tea and put yourself and her in danger. That seemed wild and really stupid. So in 3 hours, we have one legit plot hole and one legit editing error. And the rest, pretty pointless, but we'll review the highlights, which is Mordo stuck in hole.
Oh boy, had you decided to simply stab him while he was down, you would have got him. And what luck that you can reapply the cuff instead of it being broken. Imagine if fucking anything in this movie worked the way you'd expect. It wouldn't break when a magical sword gives it a proper strike, but it will break because of their weight. Okay. And so he's free, just like that. Top notch, these Illuminati lads, aren't they?
I think I'm beginning to understand why your Mordo didn't like you very much!
Are you serious? Again? As we went through, Mordo is currently acting on the knowledge that his friends and fellow mighty heroes are dead. He thinks all of the Illuminati leaders are dead. And he's sitting here, stuck in his little hole, joking.
Now, I did think about this in the theaters when I saw this. Like, why doesn't he just get out of the hole? I mean, can he not get out of it? Is he like physically, it's hard for him? Can he not really get out of there? I would just assume he was a coward and did not want to face Wanda. And probably knew enough to be like, yeah, they probably got killed off. We're done. Like, killing Strange would have been a bonus, but he's not going to put his own life in danger. And you can say, yes, but Mordo. Character assassination. He's being shown incompetent. I don't care. I don't care about this version of Mordo. I don't recognize it as a real Mordo. I'm stating the obvious, but Mordo does not look like that in the canonical sources. May not like me saying that, but it's true. He doesn't even look like that visually. So I have no idea what they did with this Mordo. And I didn't like the first Strange. So you may say, but to maintain consistency, you have to say the first Strange is a piece of garbage and trash. That gave us... I don't care about the first film. The first film is complete garbage to me. So that ain't going to work. That magical trick ain't going to work on me. Perfectly willing to concede. A lot of Marvel projects are trash. A lot of Marvel comics are trash. A lot of MCU movies are trash. I would say the comics on average are way better than the movies, but it depends on the case. I'm not at all contradicting myself by saying the first Strange was a piece of garbage. We're done with that one. So Mordo, I don't care about Mordo. Seemed like a complete moron. I didn't care if he lived. I don't care if he died. I don't care what happens to him. I hope they get rid of him. It's a complete waste of time. But I would admit, Strange trusting this version of Mordo was pretty stupid. I do think that's a legit plot hole. But then right at the 3 hour mark, we get political. And weirdly, Mauler takes the anti-fascist position for reasons.
Yes, of course I'm happy. I'm a sorcerer with the power of gods. What man wouldn't be happy?
We really have so little time that they just have to absolutely cram it all into minutes. The action scenes and all that walking around really just eat up the time code, don't they?
A few moments later.
Doctor Strange, incel killer. What the fuck?
Incel serial killer.
What is this movie? Why does he have 3 eyes? What the hell? This is the worst movie I've ever watched in my whole life. What the fuck is this?
Why do they think this is scary?
Dude, you could have just gone on Reddit and found like way more if you wanted to be a serial killer. What the fuck? This is so stupid.
The Darkhold exacts a heavy toll. Okay.
The third eye.
Give it a rest.
It's impossible to take him seriously.
I'll let you use the Darkhold if you give me your Christine.
He just wants to take his girlfriend.
Laughing, this is so stupid. Third eye, incel. Now, is this actually in the scene? Well, the third eye is. Why that's stupid, I'm not told. It just is, I guess. Him being an incel. How? Why? What? As far as I know, incel is kind of a politicized term. I honestly don't think that was a political message with this version of whatever we're going to call Bad Strange. I would agree there's political messages in the film overall, and maybe this version of Strange is part of that, like Strange being too controlling. Like that does seem like a political message that he needs to calm down, power corrupted him, absolute power corrupts. That's clearly a political message they put into the film, but I don't see how we're getting to incel. And it's not in the scene. This is a weirdo interpretation. You provide no evidence. So far, you pointed out only one legit plot issue, one editing error. I would agree that the dimension with the magical bucko, yeah, that's a little weird. I would like more information, but I think that's legitimately a question mark. You can call it a plot hole or just a weak plot contrivance. I'm more in the plot contrivance camp, but you can go either way. So we've been through 3 hours. It's just not a lot with this video. I think if you give any video of this size 3 hours and it's still not going anywhere, so the video is pretty much just garbage. He did at least point out a few problems. He could have done that in like 10 minutes. Why did we go through 2 hours and 50 minutes of nonsense?
Anyway,